She could do a lot with it. She could have probably about 6 different styles.
She can turn it into different things.
She can turn it into different things. And Judy's done such a great job on her hair, but if we hadn't had her hairstyle, if it got cold, she could pull this over her head while she's walking to JMU. And then she has also our designer earrings that we're carrying in our store by Juliette Weave, which are made out of paper mache.
Out of paper mache.
And she looks great. And she has the new casual look of the Merle Norman Cosmetics. And she's very pretty. This just opens up her eyes. We professionally waxed her eyebrows on Sunday. And she has on orchid cream lip color, wild heather blusher, 3 different eyeshadows from Merle Norman, and a great new eyeliner for the fall. And she has a real nice casual look, but if she was going out this evening, she could just put a little heavier makeup on, put a jacket on with this multiple outfit, and she'd be ready to boogie.
Yeah.
She looks
I
great.
love the angles that your hair have created.
Pretty.
Could you tell me a little about that?
That's
Judy?
one thing that we came up with Phoebe. When Phoebe came in and in my shop with the haircut that she already had short hair. But when she sat down, she just looked very round. Her eyes were round, her cheeks were round, her mouth was round. So what we did was we tried to change Phoebe's hair some. Would you like to turn to the side? To give it more angles. And what the angles do is it helps to soften out the rounds and gives her a more balanced, more professional, more upbeat look. More look of the 90s. The look
It's
of the
very
90s
modern,
is going back to very much feminine, very feminine, very. Men
Well,
are
that's good to
men
know.
are wanting us ladies
me.
back again.
To be a lady.
Yeah, I think it's the multiples and the haircut, the makeup. You all have choreographed this one very, very well.
Thank you.
And this is the daily look. This is something that you could wear. You could again wear to. In addition to the multiples, you could wear the hair. You say out to anywhere.
Oh,
And she
sure.
can spruce the hair up, make it stand more up on end. You know, if she wants to do more of a punk look, she can make it all stand out just straight, or slick it down, wear it in a wet look, dry look.
So it's very manageable.
Very manageable and very versatile.
What is the price of this haircut?
Our haircuts usually range anywhere from $17 to $20.
That's very reasonable compared to other
And it
cities
includes-
and what they would charge.
Consultations, you know, go in with it. We're willing to talk to anyone anytime that they would like to come in. And like I said, we really very much enjoy what we do.
What about the earrings? How much did you say those were?
The earrings are designer, and they're by an artist named Juliette Weave, and they're only around 20. And when she came over to let me do her makeup, I said, you may have this as a gift, and she can wear them out tonight. And they're going to be perfect for her for the holiday season, too.
I should have come by.
Yes, you should have,
My
Stefan.
girlfriend's going to kill me.
Okay.
I thank you for coming on. It is something. It's gorgeous. The multiples I still can't get over. And the artist Sandra Garrett.
Sandra
you said?
Garrett.
Okay. How many different kinds of sets do you have?
We have the entire collection, and we're getting new in for the holidays. So all the pieces that Phoebe could come out and add to this, hundreds of pieces.
Hundreds of pieces.
Skirts,
many different
jackets,
colors.
mini skirts, skirts for
Okay.
the summertime.
We're going to go, and we are going to see the business look now.
My name is Paul Andrews. I live in Spotswood. I am an accounting information systems major, which is accounting with a concentration in computer systems. I live in Richmond, Virginia. I am very active at BSU, and I'm in charge of buildings and grounds for BSU. Last year I was in charge of intramurals coordination. Right now I am currently pledging Delta Sigma Pi, and that's taking up a lot of my time. Besides Delta Sigma Pi, I like to go out and goof around with my friends a lot. That's kind of the way to get away from studying, because junior year is definitely your big year. And from a family of 6, I have 2 brothers and a sister, and they all go to schools, Tech, Mary Washington, Longwood. It's cosmetology stuff. Vivian told me it was really important to be concerned with that, because they are looking at that when they interview you, when you're applying for jobs, just to look more than anything.
We've got a man with a professional haircut and makeup on now, and I'd certainly like to talk to him about it. Paul, tell me about it. How did you feel going in there?
It was just the thought of getting into the business world in the future, of having makeup and hair cut to a T was a scary thought, I guess. But I guess that's the way it's going in the future, and I just need to be up on things, I guess.
I guess every little bit counts. And
Oh, yeah.
tell me about the makeup aspect of it, what you did, and also tell me what you were telling me earlier about just about the business world.
Okay. Well, Stefan, when Paul came into my store on Sunday, he was a real gentleman, so he took it very nicely that we professionally waxed his eyebrows, which was really great because if he was going into an interview today, he would have to have a lot of eye contact. So we did that on Sunday afternoon, and he was very nice and very polite and didn't scream or holler. And then today what we did, Paul came from class and we put him in a tinted moisturizer, which a lot of businessmen are wearing now that just makes his skin look more perfect. But if you look at him closely, you can't tell that he has any foundation or any tinted moisturizer on.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of eye mascara on because, of course, the eyes are very important during an interview into the 90s.
Beautiful eyes, too.
And then we put a little bit of blusher and just a little bit of lip gloss on, and just to make his lips look more healthy. And this is a very businesslike look for the 90s, and if he was going out to get a job today in, say, IBM, I'm sure they'd hire Paul.
That's great, and I guess you want to take distractions away. You don't want to have any
That's right.
complexion problems, or you want to cover those up so there's no distractions that your potential employer
Right,
is staring
is
at.
checking. Well, I think grooming is so important into the 90s, and that's why we're going to see the healthcare and the beauty care business come together. And Paul looks like an executive into the 90s. An image, he can have 5 different degrees, but if his image is not professional, that won't make an impact on that interview.
Right. And Judy, you've given him a new part.
Yes, I've changed his hair slightly. Again, you know, you have to think about hair. You know, our whole being, our whole look is all an illusion. You know, you apply your makeup, you apply your hair care or whatever to create the illusion that you want. So what we did with Paul was we switched his part. He had more of a center part, and we did move it over to the side, mainly because I didn't want it to accent onto the center of his face. Okay, he's got a very long central point to his face. And we took it a little bit off to the side, got rid of a net. His hair also has a tendency to both want to go to the center and the back. We took care of that little bit of a problem, but he has wonderful hair to work with. But it's all to create the illusion that you want to get. He can still part it from the center, brush it back. He can wear it in the wet look again. He can change it around. And it's a lot of things that he can do to make it change a lot. Wear it longer in the front.
All right. I know maybe I'll consider doing something like this someday when I go and get a real job. And Paul, no, I guess you're going to be hopefully going back to getting something done like this when you go out to get a job next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely learned something in this last segment. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
We are going to go to our final interview now, our final interview, and let's do it now.
My name is Marcy Gillian, and I'm from Springfield, Virginia, which is Northern Virginia, where everyone is from. I'm a junior at JMU, and I live in Huffman, which is in the Village, on campus. My major is special education, and when I graduate, I'm planning on teaching probably in Fairfax County, probably elementary grades, with children with learning disabilities or mild mental retardation. Right now I'm working with a girl who lives in Elkton who's 26, and she's handicapped and works at Friendship Industries, which is in Harrisonburg. It's a sheltered workshop for people with handicaps in the area. And I've been working with her, taking her out, getting her out in the community, doing some fun things because she really doesn't get out very much. Some of the other things I do in my spare time, I do aerobics, mostly with all my spare time. Other things, Thursday nights I go to the Baptist Student Union for fellowship meetings, and I do a lot of weekend activities with the Baptist Student Union also. At first when